Yo, what is up, guys? It's Corner7 here, coming back to another little talking episode of... This isn't really a series, so just no episode, is there? But in this video, I'm going to be talking about who I think the Tigers should go after once this lockout ends. We have no idea when it's going to end. Hopefully it ends before spring training, so the players that are still in free agency, because there's still some good players in free agency, can sign with teams. But the Tigers have, as I said in my other video about the Tigers offseason, Tigers did make some good moves. They signed Javi Baez to a 6-year deal. A lot of people are not happy about it, but I am. I think he's going to be a really good player for Detroit. I think he's going to bring a lot of power, bring a lot of swag. Yes, he's going to have a lot of strikeouts. We're just going to have to deal with that. But I'm excited to have Javi Baez in Detroit. I'm also excited to see what Eduardo Rodriguez can do. I know he isn't really a spectacular superstar pitcher, but he's a pitcher who can eat innings, who can give you 5 or 6, even 7 innings per outing. And hell, who knows? Maybe Chris Fetter could work his magic and make him an all-star. You never know. You really don't know with because new team, new coach, new techniques. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to go to the all-star game. I'm not saying he's going to be an all-star. But all I'm saying is, who knows? Maybe he can have a really spectacular year coming up. And he's with us for 5 years. So who knows? Maybe Chris Fetter could work his magic on him. You just never know. And then we also got that Tucker Barnhart guy from the Reds. 2-time Gold Glove winner. Good bat. Great defense. Excited to see what he could do with the young pitchers of Casey Mize, Derek Skubal, Matt Manning. But we all know that. We all know that happened before the lockout. Now, when the lockout ends, I feel like the Tigers should continue to put the pedal on the metal, or the metal on the pedal, whatever, however you want to say it, and start going after some more guys. Now, a lot of people are probably going to say, well, Carlos Correa's still out there. Why not go after him? Well, one, I don't think the Tigers are going to go after Carlos because they signed... One, I signed Javi Baez, but two, they can go after a shortstop, But I just think Carlos Correa is asking for too much money. No team's actually signing him right now, so he could lower his asking price. But also, I just don't know if he wants to come to Detroit. So, I don't think Carlos Correa is going to be a Tiger. But there is a shortstop who I want the Tigers to go after, and that his name is Trevor Story. He is only 2 years older than Carlos Correa, 29 years old. He has great power. He's been to the All-Star game a few times. He has good defense. Yeah, I just feel like Trevor Story is a good fit for the Tigers. Brings another good bat into the infield. You can move Javi Baez to second base, or move Trevor Story to second base. You can move him around, but I think that having an infield of Scope at first, Javi Baez or Story at second and shortstop, and then Candy at third. I feel like that'd be a really good infield. Now, a lot of people are probably going to say, well, what about Spencer Torkelson? Yes, I understand about Spencer Torkelson, but I don't think it's going to be on the opening day roster. I think it's going to be in Toledo to start out. And I think it's smart. Even for Riley Green, too. Yes, I expect Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson to make their MLB debuts, Major League debuts, this coming up season. But I don't want them to be right off the bat. I think that they could use more time down in Toledo, especially Spencer Torkelson, since he started in low A ball last year. And yes, he played phenomenal last year, and I'm excited to see what he can bring to the Tigers. But I don't want to rush him. I really don't want to rush these kids, because if you rush them, it could lead to poor performance. So I feel like that having both Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson in Toledo to start out, give him more time to develop down there. I feel like that'll be better for them. Because we all know Miguel Cabrera is probably going to be playing DH most of the time, maybe a 1 or 2 game, or maybe every once in a while he plays first base. But you can have Scope at first, and then when Torkelson does come up, you can alternate Scope and Torkelson at first, or I don't know what Chris Fetter wants to do. I mean, Torkelson can also play the outfield, but we also got some good outfielders too. Akil Baddoo, Derek Hill, Riley Green whenever he comes up. So it's going to be interesting what the Tigers going to do, but I would like them to go after Trevor Story just because of his bat and his defense. I just feel like him and Baez who would be a great infield, and yeah, I want them to go after that over Trevor Story. Another guy I want them to go after is Clayton Kershaw. Yes, I want to go after the Kershaw. Yes, he's old, but he's still a really good pitcher. I know he's injury prone. But we do need a starting pitcher. He's only 33. I say only, but I mean, shit. Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander are near 40. So, I feel like Kershaw, now he's going to be worth a lot, but I feel like a 2 or 3 year, it's probably going to take a $130 million deal to get Kershaw. He's probably going to re-sign with the Dodgers, but as of right now, since the lockout happened, he's failed to sign a deal. So, he is a free agent, and that's the guy I want to go after. We need a starting pitching, and we all know how good of a pitcher he is when he's on. He's an all-star pitcher, Cy Young winner. I just feel like he could mentor the young guys as well. You know, you can never have too many mentors. You can never have too many veterans who have been in this game. You know, you just can't. And after not being able to get Justin Verlander, I feel like Clayton Kershaw would be a next best fit. You know, he would. Some would say he would be the ace, take over Casey Mize' job as the ace, but I just feel like having Clayton Kershaw in the rotation would be fantastic. Yes, bro, I'm going to have to spend a little bit of money to get Clayton Kershaw, but I feel like it's worth it. Especially if he stays healthy and he plays the way he has been throughout his whole career. But I just don't know if he's going to leave. I just don't know if he's going to leave LA. You just never know. He may resign after the lockout ends. Now, I did hear something about Justin Verlander not signing the contract before the lockout happens, so he's technically still a free agent. I read something around that, so maybe something happens and he becomes a free agent again, and maybe the Tigers will snag him, but I just don't see that happening either. So, yeah. I want to go after Clayton Kershaw, too, if possible, when lockout ends. And the third and final guy I want to go after is, oops, I gotta find him. I can't remember his name, but it's a pitcher for a bullpen. Let's see. Well, Freddie Freeman didn't sign with the team. That's right. Although I think after the lockout, he's going to go back to the Braves. I don't see the Tigers. They don't need a first baseman. If they sign Trevor Story, they don't need another infielder. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going to get Trevor Story at all either. Like I said earlier, he's 29, same age as Javi Baez. Same age. Remember that. I want to go to pitchers. Yeah, Clayton Kershaw. I wouldn't mind getting him. Zach Greinke, I think his name is. Wouldn't mind going after him either. These are older guys, but somewhere he can still pitch at a high level. Get it for like a 1 or 2 year deal. Johnny Kuwaito, I wouldn't mind giving a shot. He's 36. Matthew Boyd, I don't think we're going to bring him back. Chris Archer is in free agency. I wouldn't mind going after Chris Archer. He's only 33. Yeah, I would not. Yeah, I would not mind going after Chris Archer. I didn't know he was a free agent. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going after him. Relief pitchers. All right. This is where I wanted to look. Where is he? Is he not? Is that the guy? Yes, there he is. Okay, Kenley Jansen. He was the closer, I believe. Yeah, he was a starting pitcher, transferred to a... I think it was our closer. Yeah, I want to go after Kenley Jansen because we need some, good bullpen pieces. Sorry, I wasn't really prepared for this. I before I started this video, I had the 3 names and I said them just before I started, but I didn't write them down. And I should have written them down. That's my problem with some of these things. I forget easily. And so I remember Story and I remember Kershaw, but Jansen, that was the guy I could not remember. Jansen, because I feel like he could be a really good piece to the bullpen. We don't need a closer. That's Soto's job, but somewhere where you can bring in when the game is tight, and I feel like Jansen could be the guy. And also just depth, as well. You also could need good depth in the bullpen, especially if injuries happen. But yeah, those are the 3 guys I want the Tigers to go after when the lockout ends. Trevor Story, Clayton Kershaw, or Verlander, if whatever happens with Verlander, and Jansen. I just feel like they can really help the team. But we'll see what happens, We could sign a shocking pick that I didn't know that was possible. But, yeah. Hopefully we can go after those 3 guys. Those are the guys I want them to go after the lockout ends, whenever it ends. And, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm going to get started on the next episode of the Cincinnati Lions franchise on NBA 2K, and I'm also going to be starting up Season 2 of the Detroit Lions franchise series coming up soon, and like I said earlier, hopefully later today, me and my friend Tyler are going to do the first episode of our sports show. And, yeah, there's big things coming to this channel, and I'm excited. So hopefully, like I said, subscribe, and let me know what you guys also want me to do. Like, what videos do you want me to do? For Madden, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, even the PGA Tour K21, I've started playing that again. I may actually delete my, career and make a new one and do a series on that. Let me know if you want me to do that or not. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.